Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Kenzie if you're new here. For today's video, I'm gonna show you a little haul, and this is everything that I got on our girls trip to LA. So a lot of these items are not an impulse buy. I've actually been thinking about these for years and years to come. I've just kind of been holding off until I found the right opportunity, the right store to get it from, and the right place. And so this girls trip was a great place to do that. And I'm gonna be using all of these for all year round, but I'm so excited to use them for fall, the upcoming fall months. I know it's not quite fall yet, but us YouTubers have to just get on it early so we can give you guys some inspiration of what to buy, what to look out for, and just some decorating ideas. So you can plan it in your head and just know how you're gonna go about that fall season and decorate. So I feel like a lot of these items are fall related. I personally am not gonna go fall shopping this year. I'm not gonna go out and buy like pumpkins and fall decor, your typical everyday fall decor, just because I already have all that. We have a whole storage box in the garage full of fall decor from just over the years that have accumulated, and I know that I can use all of that for this year too. So I'm gonna be shopping in my garage this year for all the new fall decor. And that's why I'm kind of explaining everything, because this isn't just random decor that I curated. It's stuff that I'm gonna be using year round that's gonna go great for the fall season, and it's things that I needed and have been wanting for quite some time. So with that being said, if you haven't seen my last video, I actually met up with two of my best friends on here from YouTube, Evelyn Hernandez and Jenna from Jenna's Home, and they are the sweetest souls. We just got along so well. We totally vibed the whole weekend, and it was just the best time. We were literally laughing our asses off the entire trip. It was just so fun. I absolutely love these girls, and I can't wait to do that trip again. I will of course leave their channels down below in case you want to check out their videos of their trip to LA and also everything that they got. I know that they're both doing a little shop with me and then haul all in the same video. So definitely go check out their videos when you're done. Okay, let's get into the haul. So the items that I got are actually only from Olive Atelier and Lone Fox's vintage drop that he did. So I will, okay. So the first thing I got is this mini pot, and this is just beautiful. It has a distressing all on the sides. It's very dirty and rustic and aged. This was $35 and it's called a French resin pot. This is from Olive Atelier, just for reference. And this is the smallest one that they had. So they had a few different sizes. I believe they had this one, a bigger medium-sized one, and then a larger one. So I got this one. I also picked up a larger one that I'll show you in a minute. But I was needing some new pots, especially this size. I thought this was a perfect size to either use as a planter and put plants inside, or you could use this as a secondary pot placed next to a vase. You could also use this as a bookend sort of deal to prop some books up. There are so many different ways that you can use this, and I have floating shelves, so I know I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this. I think this would be great used indoors and outdoors, and it just looks so authentic and aged because it is. So it's French resin, so it's kind of almost like a terracotta material almost. I love how these pieces are broken off of the side. I think that just adds a lot more charm and just gives it a little bit more dimension. Honestly, you can never have too many planters, and these are exactly the kind of planters, the style that I always go for and that I always try to DIY and make myself. So I love how I have an actual real authentic version of this now. So the next time I actually want to DIY something, I can go off of this. And $35 isn't bad for an antique piece. I will say I did get this large guy for $35 as well. So both of these were $35. But what really sold me on this one is the subtle fluted edges on top here. I think that is so beautiful. It doesn't look too much and it's not too girly, but you can tell that there's still something going on there. I am such a sucker for scalloped, fluted things. I think that's so girly, and it just adds a little extra touch to your decor. This is called a Turkish flower vase, and they had plenty of these. I went through every single vase to find my favorite one. But I specifically love how you can have different colors of this. So I can use it this way if I wanted to use more of a summer vibe. And then I'm planning on decorating it like this way for fall. The next few videos, I really want to focus on how to transition from summer to fall. And all of these pieces that I picked up from our LA trip are perfect to do that, and even better because I can use them all year round too. The next piece I got also from Olive Atelier is this wooden stool. And if you guys aren't familiar with my channel, you know that I already have one of these, but I literally use it every single day for whatever I'm decorating with. I notice that whenever I'm changing seasons or if I want to change it around, this is always out. This is never stored away, and I've noticed that I wanted more. So I got this to go over by my floating shelves. I already have one in my kitchen. One thing that I love to do in my home, especially during the upcoming fall months and for this season and for this time of year, is I love to make my home feel as cozy as possible. So in order to do that, I love to incorporate rustic, old looking things. Because my home is so new and builder grade, if I incorporate some decor that's older, it just kind of balances it out a little bit, doesn't make the space feel as cold, and just warms it up and makes it feel cozy. I figured this is so versatile. I can use it everywhere. I can use it for shelf styling. I can use it as a plant stand, even like a candle holder with like a little candle snuffer I think would be really cute, or a little snipper. Wick cutter. And yeah, this was only $35. The one that I got from Amazon, I purchased it for $50 or $60, but now it's up to $80 the last time I checked, which was a few months ago, so who knows what it is now. I feel like $35 is a great deal for this, and I love the fact that I got to pick it out myself. Actually, Evelyn picked this out for me. I had so much stuff in my hands, and they both had one, and I was like, oh my gosh, wait, I want one of those. I need another one. I should get another one because it's only $35 and I can pick it out myself. So Evelyn's like, oh, here's this one. So she thank you, Ev. This is great. Thank you. So this next piece really tells a story, and I can't wait to tell it to you. So this is the next piece. This is actually from Lone Fox Home. So he did his very first in-person vintage drop. He basically finds old antique items and curates them all himself and then does online drops, but this was his first in-person drop. So I'm so glad that it just ended up falling on the same weekend that we were gonna be in LA. So once we found out, we knew that we had to go support him. So after I was looking around for a little bit at all of his vintage items that he was selling that day, I ran into this baby in the corner and I said, oh my gosh, look at that. That is the cutest little thing. So I picked this up, and he was basically like, oh my gosh, you have to get that, because I have tried to style this in my home so many times. It's been in so many different rooms, so many different spots, and I just can't find the right spot for it in my house. And if you watch Lone Fox, you would look at this face and think that is so Lone Fox. Like this, honestly, like the colors, everything about it, how it's handmade. So I just thought it was such a cool piece, and the fact that he loved it so much and had such a hard time getting rid of it, I was like, are you sure? Are you sure you want to sell this to me? Like, I'll be happy to buy it, but are you sure you want to let this go? And he's like, yes, no, like it's time. I've had it for years. It's never worked out in my home, so you should have it. Say no more. After he told that story, that just sold me. I said, yes, of course, I want a Lone Fox vase in my home. Every time I decorate with this, I'm gonna look at it and just think of Lone Fox, think of this whole LA trip and experience. I also think that this is perfect for fall. So it has these brown tones and then this like more tannish, almost a yellowy tint to it. And it's just beautiful. It's signed at the bottom, so you know that it's handmade. This is gonna be a perfect neutral piece that kind of ties all of the fall elements together without screaming fall. That's exactly what I like. This was $100 from his vintage drop. I think it's so special, so unique. I couldn't pass it up, and I cannot wait to decorate with this. The next piece I got, I have been on the hunt for literally years. I have not found one anywhere in Colorado. I've been to so many antique stores and just different shops looking for this exact, not this exact one, but something like this. And I couldn't find it anywhere, so I knew that this was my opportunity. When I went to LA, I knew that that was my opportunity to get a breadboard. So this is pretty big and thick too. It's pretty heavy, and I just love the way that this looks. This is gonna be so cute, styled in my kitchen up against my backsplash that I don't have, but when I do have, that would be great. I'll probably style this with a more, I don't wanna say modern, but yeah, more modern than this one, cutting board in front, and just layer the two. I think that would be beautiful. You probably don't wanna use this for purposeful uses for serving food or anything. It's just for decor. I love the rustic speckles on here, and I have tried to DIY old rustic items like this, and I've tried to do cutting boards, and they turn out good, but there's just something about a real aged piece that you can't replicate, like the lines and the wood and the chipping. It can just be hard to replicate the look of old wood when you're using new wood. But this was also from Olive Atelier, and this was $70. If I don't use this in my kitchen, I might use this on my floating shelves when I decorate for fall, because who says that you can't use cutting boards on your floating shelves in your living room? You can do whatever you want, it's fine. And the last item I got from our little LA girls trip is also from Olive Atelier, and it's this paper mache bowl. They had a whole bunch of different kind of shapes and sizes. So many different uses for this. You can use it on an entryway table on top of some books, just as a catch-all for your keys. You can use this on your floating shelves. I think that this is a great piece to just be stacked on top of some books. I feel like that's a very big trend in the designer world right now, to get some modern looking classy books and then to stack something old and more worn out on top. This is also a great fruit bowl if you want to just stick this in your kitchen. They had a few different flavors of this one. They had ones that were just a lot more just solid color, and then this one I liked specifically because it has little speckles on it and it's not one solid color. It looks a little bit more distressed and imperfect. And yeah, this is just a great staple piece for your decor. But this was $30, and this is the paper mache bowl in extra small. So they had, oh yeah, they did have huge ones that were like really, really big, but my house just isn't too big and I don't have that big of a dining table or an island, so I figured this would just fit in my space a lot better. I have seen these big paper mache bowls kind of used as a centerpiece on a dining room table. I think that is so gorgeous if you have a big dining room table with a big bowl, and you can just put some bowl filler in it, whether that's fruit or just random, whatever you want, or you can make like a little arrangement with flowers and stuff. So many different options with this guy. You can also use it as a planter too. How many planters do we need? Oh wait, this isn't the last item I got. The last item I got is behind me, and it's the best item I got. I can't wait to show you that. I can't believe I almost forgot. And it's this skinny reclaimed wood bench. I have been on the hunt for this for years. I wanted to pick it out myself because everyone is different, and it's just something that I've been waiting to come by. So I came by it and I got it. I love the way that this just grounds your space. I love the rustic feel that it adds, and I always am mentioning this on my channel, but since my home is such a new build home, it's so modern and everything is brand spanking new, I love to throw in older elements, and when it's a big piece of furniture like this or a bench like this, that can really make a big impact. I'll probably style it in my living room for now, just so I can look at it every single day. There's a little bit blank space on my wall over here by my tree, and so that's a perfect spot for it. I also think that this would be really cute upstairs at the end of our bed or under our little long window that we have in our master bedroom. So this bench was $175, and I honestly feel like that is a great deal. That's the best price that I've seen. I have seen people on Etsy sell them for like $300 plus $200 shipping, or you can buy them at different interior design stores for upwards over $500. So I feel like $175 for this is a great deal because honestly it looks so good in here and it just matches everything perfectly, and then it really just completes the entire space. Like I said, I've been wanting one of these. I've been wanting all of these for so long, and I'm so grateful and blessed that I finally got to get my hands on it. Each and every piece of this decor has such a story behind it and just a beautiful meaning. I cannot wait to style all these, especially for the upcoming fall months. They're all just so neutral pieces, and I love how they're gonna go perfect for fall, but I can also, of course, use them year-round as well. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to my haul today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here, I would love to have you. Stick around and subscribe, and we will see you in a few days in a new video. Bye.